good evening and namaste. Welcome to Neelam Show. This is season 2, episode 8. And as you saw my poster, it was giving information about what we are going to talk. So we are going to talk today about the most important thing, our skin and our hair. One very famous doctor is available with us. She has done her MD in dermatologist and she is dermosurgeon, and from last 17-18 years she is in this occupation and she is just too good, too famous and always ready to help. So of course I had lots of questions for her and I'm always disturbing her for this thing. Okay, so today she is joining us. It's our pleasure, and she is going to tell us about how we should take care of our skin in routine days, without spending more time, how we should take care of our skin, hair, and how we should take care of our hands in this quarantine time, because we are washing so many vessels, we are mopping. Okay, this is everyone's house kahani, ghar ghar ki, so don't worry if you are doing this. Okay, anyways, because we are using sanitizer we are washing our hands so frequently, we are getting some hand issues like more dryness and some skin allergy. So she will be guiding us on that, and because she is very very famous, well-known dermatologist from Pune, her guidance will work so good. I am very sure for that. So guys, take note and pen with you, just have it, and whatever she is telling, just note it down. I am also going to do that. Okay, if suppose you miss the session, you can watch us on YouTube, Neelam Times. Just subscribe and watch all the episode. Okay, I would like to invite her, so we can just ask her to join us. Okay, she'll be joining soon. Okay, what we do usually is we just forget to take care of. Okay, we'll talk afterwards. She is coming online.
Hey, I can hear you.
Welcome to Neelam's show. Thank you so much for being our guest, and it's our real pleasure to take your guidance for skincare, hair care, and further things too. So, Okay.
So I'm really thankful that you've invited me for the show. This is something I'm doing for the first time.
Take care of
so thanks a lot.
So good, because this day we are so much busy. We are rushing to our office. We are just getting up and finishing our tea. Either if it's hot or not, we just drink it up and we just run to office. So in this kind of days, my first question is, really skincare, hair care is needed? We need to take care of our skin or hair, or that these are the things, if we are not taking care also, that's okay, because booda to hona hi hai, baal safed to hone hi hai, jhuriyan to padni hi hai, this kind of thing. So is it necessity to take care of skin and hair?
If you know that skin is the largest organ of our body, so it is a really big organ, so you really need to take care of it. So basically the skin has a very important function. It is the first line of defense for our body against many injuries like mechanical, physical, even temperature. It regulates our body temperature. It prevents many microbes and bacteria from entering our skin. And so it is really important that you take care of your skin. And moreover, the overall health of your skin reflects the internal health of your body. So in dermatology, we say that skin is the reflection of your internal health. So even by looking at some of the skin problems, we get to know if you have any internal problems. So it is really important you look after your skin and hair, even hair also, because whatever you see outside,
so
it is
like we
whatever-
should
whatever
concentrate
you're
on our
eating.
diet also
So
for having
it's
healthy
really important.
hair and healthy skin. Oh my god. Like I never thought eating pizza will
Yes, yes. Yeah.
give some problem to my hair. Oh yes.
See what there's a saying, you are what you
Right,
eat.
right,
so
right.
it shows
actually,
everywhere,
main
right? On your body, on your
confusion,
skin, on
like,
your hair,
we
everywhere.
normal people we are facing is we don't know what is our skin type. Like if someone will watch us today having bit what to tell oily skin, they will tell, oh your skin is very oily, use some multani mitti. If because of cold my skin will become dry, someone will tell, hey, it's very dry, you use some other kind of cream, and when I'll start using again it will be like more oily skin. So we are always confused, have to know our skin type and what types are there.
See, if I speak in my terms, dermatologically, we do not classify the skin according to the types which you have mentioned, like oily or dry. In our terms, it is classified according to how your skin tans and how it reacts in the sun. So that are a very different type of classification where we classify the skin in 4 types. But for a common man, they are usually worried about the skin being oily or dry. So it depends actually upon the weather conditions, like you properly said. Like in winter season, it is dry, and in summer seasons, when you sweat a lot, it is oily. But some individuals do have an oily skin, in which there are small glands in your skin called the sebaceous glands, which produce oil. So in these people, these glands are overactive or hyperactive, you can say. So that time they have an oily skin. But if you know a person with oily
Please,
skin,
someone
they
tell me
have less
my
chances
skin
of
is
getting
oily.
wrinkles. And a
Please,
person with
please.
dry skin have more chances of getting wrinkles. So they are
Correct.
both pros and cons. So there are both pros and cons of having an oily and a dry skin, because oily skin people do have a lot of chances of getting acne. So it is just that you have to take care of your skin according to the weather, because your skin is going to produce the oil. You should not actually do anything to reduce the oil until and unless you have very severe acne, wherein the production of oil is very harmful. So, but if your skin is not healthy looking, so you should let it do its
Wow.
own and just take
Actually,
care to
now,
supplement
again,
it
I'm totally confused.
internally as well as externally.
What kind of skin I want actually? Okay, so
You are confused.
yes.
I think you cannot really change your skin. So whatever you have at
skin
birth,
type
that
you
is
are
going to
having, you
remain
cannot
throughout.
change it at any point of your life. So whatever you have, you can take care of it very well. You can just make your skin healthy, and when your skin is healthy, you can maintain
Yes.
that healthiness, that health of your skin always. So yeah, exactly. Yes.
That is really
Yeah.
important, that whatever you have, you should be
There is
happy
one
with
phrase,
it. You should not try to
be
change it.
comfortable in your skin.
Then it becomes
so
a bit
here
unnatural.
it is suitable so much. Okay, so we need some kind of tips, like in
Yes.
this fast running world, like we all are running, we all are busy too much. How to take care of our skin quickly? Like these days we need everything quickly, instant. So any
Yes. Actually, it depends upon your job profile, right? So if you are working in some front desk office, you need to look and be presentable. So that time, I think so your skincare routine will be quite lengthy when you're applying makeup and all. But every day, at least what you can do is wash your skin. Means whenever you're taking a bath, just be careful that you are taking care of your skin using a skin-friendly pH soap. Don't use too harsh soaps. Mostly, I would not recommend any medicated soaps. Just a normal plain white soap is really good for your skin. No need to go for any medicated soaps as such. And after you take care, then just pat dry your skin and use a good moisturizer. So that is really good. And after a moisturizer, if you're going out in the sun, it is best advisable to use a sunscreen, a good at least minimum of SPF 15 in these types of weather when there is not a lot of sun. But in climates like summers, you need at least minimum of SPF 15, above 15, like 30 or so. So a sunscreen is really advisable in your daily routine. And sunscreen, it actually has to come last. Means if you are using any products before
So
moisturizer
can you
or
just repeat
something,
it again?
you should
If
apply it
climate
before
is
and
not
then you can
very
use a good
sunny,
sunscreen.
we need to use HPF 15 at least sunscreen. Okay.
15, yeah. A minimum of 15 is good for Indian skin. I think so. A minimum SPF 15 is well and good. But if you are traveling too much or you are working out in the sun, so that time SPF 13, and you need to reapply the sunscreen actually after 2 hours. Not many people know that or do that because the effectiveness, it does not last more than 2 hours. It usually says that it goes throughout the day. But if you sweat a lot, then it is hardly an hour or so.
That
But
we didn't
if
know.
you're
Like we are
okay, then,
applying once in a day and we are
after 2
feeling
hours,
like,
you really
okay,
need
now
to
my skin
reapply
is
if you are out
protected
in
for
the
a
sun.
day. And this because oh.
But if you're working out in the sun,
And
then
if
it is
we are
necessary. But
applying
if
and
you're
we are
staying
going
at
out,
home,
like we
even
are
once a
scared
day
of
is more than
dust
if.
and
Okay.
this pollution will skin will become more chipchipa kind of. So
Yeah, actually, if you have an oily skin, that you can choose a sunscreen, which is nowadays there are so many different types of sunscreen which are available in gel form, in powder form. So you can choose like that. If you have an oily skin, you can go for something which is gel based or even a cream powder form sunscreens are there, so that the pollution does not stick to your skin. But it is going to stick,
and
no matter
again,
what. You can
viewers,
just
like
wash
she
it
is
off after
telling,
you come home.
according to
So that
Dr.
you can do.
Prachi, sunscreen is very important. So have habit to use sunscreen. You can select sunscreen as per your skin type. If your skin is very oily, different types of sunscreens are available in market. Okay, here one person is there. She is asking what soap to be used. Like, can you just name few what soap, face soap we should use?
Face soap, I think so. I told you, any normal white soap will do. Usually medicated, very scented soaps and the colorful soaps you avoid because they are very drying to the skin. The more lather it produces, the more drying effect it has. So any skin friendly soap, even a Dove or a Lux or anything which is a plain white soap is okay. And most important is you don't change it every now and then. If you're comfortable with the product, it is best that you continue with it. Don't experiment too much. Even that leads to many skin problems. So if you're using something from a long time, so you go with that.
She was asking for soap thing. Some people are telling like even face wash, like liquid face wash are more comfortable than soap. So is it true or it's just a myth?
Yeah, you can actually. If some people are comfortable, do not find bathing soap comfortable, so even a face wash will do. But you have to take care that don't use it more than 2 or 3 times a day. After 2 to 3 times a day is more than enough.
Which is
After
better
that,
option?
you must
Liquid
moisturize, at
or
least
again
moisturize your
that
face
hard
after
soap?
that.
Like hard in the sense, not hard, like shaped soaps or liquid soaps. Which is more better?
I think so. For kids, there are many Syndet bars which are available. So try to get a Sinded bar for your kids. So these are very skin friendly for your skin pH friendly for your kids. So there are less chances of developing allergies to these soaps. So for a kid, I would recommend something which has a Sindet in it. It is a molecule. So if you go to a medical shop, there are many brands available. You
Sindet,
can even
you
ask your
spell
pediatrician
it?
for it. So he will write a Sindet bar. So that is more good for a kid. At least till the age of 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
SYNTET.
Please repeat it. Okay.
SYN.
Okay. Yes.
SYNDET. SYN.
Okay.
DET.
If
you
we
got
are
it?
working so much into the kitchen, like whole day, then have to take care of skin. This question we realized in this quarantine time, because before that we were not working so much into the kitchen. So then have to.
So specifically when you're working in the kitchen, most probably your hands are affected because you are anyways washing the utensils, and anyways due to this COVID situation, you have to wash your hands whenever you are going out or coming in. So what I would suggest is whenever you're at home, use a liquid soap to wash. Do not use a sanitizer when you are at home. So if you are outside and you don't have access to soap and water, that time you can use a sanitizer. But when you're at home and you have access to soap and water, it is best that you wash your hands with soap and water and immediately use any moisturizer which you have at home, any lotion which you have, keep it beside the lotion bottle, and immediately you put a moisturizer on your hand, because it dry, even just normal washing and even washing utensils and all, it dries out your hand. The more time your hands are in the water, the drier they become.
And
so it is very
even like
important to moisturize your hands.
Also because of lots of hand wash, and so many times we are using this sanitizer. So what other thing do you recommend? Like moisturizer, as you told, but
moisturizers, usually I would suggest that you use a bland moisturizer which do not have more fragrance, and like that. Usually white soft paraffin, liquid paraffin moisturizers are there. So even a petroleum jelly based or a glycerine based moisturizer which is there, you can use those which do not have lots of smell essence, because the more number of chemicals that are added for that smell and appearance for it. So those are the additives which cause allergy. The basic moisturizing content which is there, they usually do not cause allergy, but the additives which are there to make it more appealing, so these cause allergy. And usually ladies, they do not moisturize the hand. They do it once a day when you go to sleep or something like that. So after you wash your hands, it is good that you apply a moisturizer, because many cases of hand eczemas or allergies, as you say, they are coming up because of repeated hand washing. So it is best that you use a moisturizer liberally.
And
even a coconut oil will work very well.
Like, I actually, 1 minute, I just got distracted by one question. Okay, this was like, okay, I now I remember. We are always again confused about what, like, we should go for hot water bath or cold water bath. Like, what is exact heat of the water we need?
Yeah, see, heat of the water. It is usually lukewarm water. You should always take a bath, even if it is very hot outside, or if it is very cold. So you usually take a hot water bath, but it should not be too hot that it scalds your skin. It should be lukewarm water where it is tolerable, and even in very hot conditions, it is usually preferable to take a bath with lukewarm water, because even too hot or too cold water can also dry your skin out.
And now,
so it is
now
always advisable to use lukewarm water for your bath.
Again, same question. Being so busy, how to take care of our hair, because these days we usually don't get time even to give oil massage to our hair. So how to take care of beautiful hair.
Yeah, actually, hair care is a very, say, a big topic, but mostly, see, your hair, it gets nourishment from your roots, and the roots are inside the scalp. So, whatever nutrition the hair requires, it comes from your food. So, first and foremost, have a good diet. Eat nuts are very good for your hair. So, walnuts and all. So, they are very good for your hair growth. So, you should have. Consume these in your diet. So if you have a proper diet, so your hair naturally will grow and look properly. But environmental changes, they do damage your hair when you're traveling out, and so usually use a normal hair shampoo, and a conditioner is very important after you shampoo your hair. So because then it balances the pH out, because your shampoo is very alkaline. So, and your scalp pH is a bit acidic. So when you wash your hair out, so just apply a good conditioner with it, so that your hair is maintained well. And oil massages, we usually do not recommend oil massages. But because rigorous oil massages, if you have any scalp condition, if you have a lot of hair fall, that time you tend to do a lot of oil hair massages, thinking that it will suit me. But this time it is not advisable to do very rigorous oil massages. Just apply your oil half an hour or 1 hour before you go to a bath. Apply it very gently, and mostly apply it to the tips of the hair, because oil usually helps in conditioning of the hair.
Oh, we
So
do
that you can do is
completely like
apply it
opposite. We
throughout the
usually
length of
do
your
in
hair
our
and take a bath
scalp,
after an
and
hour or
we
so.
do it like twice or thrice in a week. We apply oils today usually. Okay.
You can do it twice or thrice in a week.
Exactly.
You can
that's
do
what
it
we
twice
feel
or
like,
thrice in a week,
"Oh,
but
this is
just take
what
care
I
that you're not
wanted,
damaging the roots too much
jumpy."
by doing chumpy.
Okay, so like before washing your hair,
Yeah.
just half an hour before or an hour before, you can apply oil to your tips of the hair, mainly, not scalp, because yeah, exactly.
Mainly on the length of the hair, because some people who have dandruff and all, so oiling, it does increase the dandruff. So you cannot, because we Indians have a very habit of applying hair, we cannot do without it. So that time what we do is
Even
just
oils
avoid
are lots of
oiling
kind
your
of oils
scalp
are
and
available
apply
in
to the
market,
length
like
of your hair.
Indulekha is
So even
there,
that
and
works.
some almond hair oil and coconut hair oil. What do you recommend? Like which? Okay.
I would recommend coconut hair oil. It is being used since a very long time, and it is, I think so. The weight of the oil is also means it does not clog the pores as much as other hair oils like almond or an olive oil. So sometimes these oil they tend to clog the pores and leads to infection and all. So basically, coconut hair oil is much better. If it does not suit you, then you can
Correct.
probably
Here
see a
one
doctor or
question
someone
has
who
come
he can
from
recommend
one of
another
our
thing. But
viewers.
coconut hair oil
How
is
do I
usually
tackle
best.
flaky scalp? I had to cut off my hair, plus I have an oily forehead. So dandruff leads to pimples as well, which is difficult to maintain. Any suggestions? And believe me, doctor, her hair was so beautiful, and when she came with boycott, we all were shocked. So we really need some suggestion for her.
So see, it is just connected. If she has an oily scalp, so usually people with oily scalp tend to get pimples on their forehead. Plus, we have to see if she's like you said, there is an habit of oiling the hair overnight. So even this habit leads to seeping of the oil on the forehead, and that leads to more pimples. And flaky scalp, usually it could be a simple dandruff. So in dandruff, as I said, applying oil, it does lead to more of dandruff, because initially when you apply oil, just the flakiness is not seen because of the oil, but the fungus which is there, which causes dandruff, that is there. It does not go away. So that time what we recommend, as I told you, that you apply oil, if possible, just half an hour or 1 hour before you wash your hair. And then if it still does not go away with these, then it is good to see a doctor to see if there is nothing wrong or there is no other condition which can cause flakiness of scalp.
We should wash our hair, like we should use shampoo.
It depends. See, if you are getting sweaty every day, if you're working out every day, so that time your hair becomes sweaty. So you can as good as wash it every day with a normal cleanser. If you get a good cleanser, there are many hair cleansers which are available. So you can use a good hair cleanser every day to wash your hair. There is no such thing that you should not wash your hair every day or like that. You can at least minimum
And
twice
how
or
to
thrice
dry
a week,
also,
depending
like
upon the
washing
climate
is
conditions
a
and
bit
the
okay
pollution
job,
which is there.
but drying
which you are
hair
living in.
is more difficult. So some people are telling go for hair dryer, that's fine. Some of them are telling like no, hair dryer will cause more problems to your hair. So
If you are in a hurry, you can use a hair dryer once in a while, but it is best that you do not comb your hair when they are wet. It damages the hair. So just let them dry out and then start to comb your hair from the tips of your hair. Do not comb from up to down. It is always when you are detangling your hair, it should be from bottom to up. So that
I mean, we do lots
reduces the
of things
breakage.
wrongly, no? Like
you can,
we
do that
even
and let them dry out
try to
naturally.
dry our hair so wildly. I will tell that word because I know to become like upside down we are doing, and yeah.
Yeah, even that habit of bringing your hair down and then washing it, even that is not a good habit. When you just bend down, you bring your hair on the top. So even that
What I
leads to hair
understood is
fall and hair
whatever we
damage.
are
So
doing,
just
either we
keep them
are
as
washing
they
our
are
hair or
and then
drying them,
off.
or we are taking care of our skin, whatever, we have to do it gently. What we do is we take that stone and we just rugget so many times. Yeah.
That is a very bad habit actually. Good you brought that up. You should never use that stone actually, because there are it does lead to a skin condition wherein your skin gradually becomes darker. The
actually.
more you use your stone, the darker
Yes.
your skin becomes, and to lighten the skin, the more you rub. So it is a very vicious cycle. So it is there is a word katha dermatitis it is called, because people use that katha to rub their skin. So it is a skin condition actually, and it is very difficult to treat if you get that darkening of the skin. So I would advise, please don't use a soap, scrubber or a loofah or a brush or a stone. Your skin does not need scrubbing. It is not clothes.
I mean, for dead skin, now
it takes care of
I
itself.
understood
So
people
just
are
the
doing
normal
that
soap and
scrubbing
water
thing
would
for,
do.
they are feeling like so much of dead skin is there, so I have to remove it. So what is this thing? Like dead skin is what? Is it really?
Dead skin, your skin regenerates, right? There are many layers of the skin. So as new layers are formed, the upper layers which are there, they regenerate and they slough off. You really cannot see the process, the dead skin which you're seeing. So mostly it is the dryness which is seen, the flakiness or that. So you really do not need to scrub it out or do anything. It usually goes away on its own. Just with a proper bath and a soap, it takes care of itself. So there is really no need to scrub it off, because you're just going to damage the skin, right? So what you are doing is, the more you're scrubbing, what it does, the skin tries to protect the structures which are underneath the skin. So because your skin is protecting the structures, so what it does, it thickens and it becomes darker. So because the skin is trying to protect itself from the damage which you're doing. So
That's
that is why it is
whatever we
becoming
do,
darker.
we have to do
So
gently.
it is best that you do not
For
scrub your
skin,
skin
for
when taking
hair,
a
for
bath.
face, for hands, whatever. So we cannot change our skin tone, right? Or we can, with some kind of taking care. Can we really change our skin tone?
See, skin tone, it is really, it depends upon the climate actually. If you are staying in a very sunny climate, it does affect your skin tone. You tend to become darker as your skin tans. Even with the sunscreen, your skin does tend to tan. So, and if you go to a colder region where the sun rays are not so harsh, your skin tends to become fairer. Or even in a humid climate where you sweat a lot, that time also your skin tends to become a little fairer.
Correct.
So, but there is, I would not recommend anything that you take or do to make yourself fairer, because you should be
Yes, exactly.
whatever your skin tone, it is
Okay, here's
you are born with it. You should be happy with it.
suggestions for dry skin and dry hair, scalp, please. So actually you missed it. I think she told in the beginning you have to use sunscreen wherever you go out, and for dry hair, scalp, you can have gentle oil massage, and you have to use conditioner. Someone asked conditioner, yes or no. So yes, every time when you shampoo your hair, you have to use conditioner. So now there are lots of shampoos and conditioners are available, but we are again confused for that. But the doctor told us there are cleansers available in market, hair cleansers. So with those kind of products, you can wash your hair daily. You can go for head bath daily. Also, that's completely fine. You have to apply oil only half an hour or 1 hour ago. If you have lots of headache, we feel like Champi will give a good good solution of headache. But Champi vigorous hair massage is not recommended. So girls, guys, take care of your skin and hair very gently, and love your skin. That's it. That is very important. Okay, somewhere. Oh yeah, yes. You have to take care of your diet. You have to eat more
And your
nuts
diet also.
and more fruits. Yes. Somewhere I read few days before, like
Fruits,
we
yeah,
can
fruits and
donate
nuts.
our skin. So it was like very new thing for me, and I think yes.
Yes. Yeah, actually, there is not much awareness about skin donation, because usually in ads and all, we are just aware that you can donate your eyes, or moreover, you can donate your organs. But as I told, skin is also the largest organ. So yes, skin donation is also there. And it is very important that you donate your skin. Anyone above the age of 18 years can donate their skin after their death. So it is really helpful and life-saving in burns patients. So usually it is used as a dressing in when there is a case of burns, when there is a loss of skin. So usually these donated skins, they are used as a dressing, and it helps in faster recovery because it supplies the nutrients and it forms a natural barrier. So it is not that it is taken up by the recipient. The donor skin sloughs off after some time, but yes, skin donation is a really important thing that you should be aware of, and you should be doing, because it really saves a lot,
that we
lot
can
of lives,
donate.
and especially for burn patient, it is really a blessing. I think so. The second largest skin bank is in Coimbatore.
So we can
actually, one is in Mumbai,
we can
and
donate and keep in,
Coimbatore has
can
the second
keep
largest
it
skin
in
bank in India.
Oh my god. Oh my god, like this is totally completely
Yeah, they
new
usually
topic for
process the
us.
skin
Like,
and they store it in the
thing is,
bank.
we can donate after death only, right? Oh, okay. So as doctor told, it is really
Yes,
a
yes, after
blessing
that
for
only.
burn patients who are having like severe burns and who are having like surgery through their skin or plastic surgeries, this kind of thing. So they can, for that thing, they can donate our skin. So take care. Oh, okay.
Not for plastic surgeries. Actually, mostly it is used for burns patient only. Patients which have more than 80% of burns. So this
now
is used
at
as a
least take
dressing
care of your
for their
skin
skin.
for yourself and for others also. what, like, as a conclusion, what you want to tell our viewers? Like, this session was really really informative session. We got so many clear ideas, so we are really enjoying.
So as a conclusion, I think so you concluded it very well. You summed it up. Basically, as I told in the start, you are what you eat. So basically a proper diet and sleep and exercise. So these three things, I think so it is important for entire well-being. So even it takes care of your skin automatically if you're eating a proper diet, you're exercising regularly and you're sleeping good. So that is the main thing which is there. So, and basically try not to change too many products which you're using. Stick to one thing. If you're comfortable with it, go with that. And if after basic skincare routine and if after some tips and tricks which you're following, a certain skin condition does not go, please go to a dermatologist. Please do not take any over-the-counter medicines. Like you go to a medicine shop, they usually prescribe steroids which are very harmful to the skin. They usually take care of the skin condition immediately, but they have a lot of side effects.
Yes.
So please do not do
Actually,
that. Go to a dermatologist.
Of course, whenever we are having any
problems.
problem, we face any problem, we should go to proper doctor. We should not go to medical store and it's problem ka kya solution hai. So yes, actually. Here,
they usually do that.
anyone is having any question? Anyone has any question? You can just come up with your questions. I'll just have a look. Heel care. Oh, okay. Yes. That is also important.
Someone has asked heel care.
Yes.
Heel care actually, the foot. She's asking about foot, right? Yeah, many people, they do have very dry skin on their feet. So what you can do is just to take a good pedicure at home itself. Just immerse it in normal water for 5 to 10 minutes, which then just lightly scrub it off and then apply a good moisturizer and wear socks to bed. So I think so that will be helpful. And if it is very severe fissuring or cracks which we say, if they are very severe, then it is better to visit a doctor for those.
Correct.
But if it is
beauty
just
parlor
dry
thing,
then you
like
can
if that
use
is
that.
really
You can do
required,
these
we go
things
for
at home
waxing and we go for manicure, pedicure. So is it required or?
You can once a month, I think so, no harm, but just take care that you are not cutting off the cuticle from the nail, because usually when they do a manicure, they cut the cuticle which is there on the nail and that leads to infection. So ask them not to do that.
So it was like lovely session. We really got to know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Even
Yeah,
in
lovely,
simple
nice
questions, we have
Thank you for asking simple
wrong. I don't know how to tell, but we were not following. Yes, misconception we had. Like we are really happy that our mind is now clear how to move further. With now more deep questions will come on next session, because we will follow all this and then we'll come to know now what we require more. So thank you so much. Thanks, viewers.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Neelam, so much.
It came in my mind that I should go for this. Of course, I know you are the best option, best person to talk about this, and definitely we. Thank you so much.
We have a really nice show going on. I watched your season.
Take
really
care
nice.
of your
Good job.
skin. Take care of your hair. And if you have any question, furthermore, just mail me on neelamtimes@gmail.com. NILAMTIMESS@gmail.com. See you then on the next session. Bye bye.